In front of the Balboa railroad station, there was a small octagonal kiosk for 59 years, where an entire generation grew up buying their sodas, magazines, and newspapers. This is the story of the family who ran it, the Oller family. The Balboa station was inaugurated in 1915 as a stop on the Panama Railroad in the new town founded by the Canal Company. It was a meeting point. Passengers, tourists, and canal workers passed through its doors every day. Right in front of the main entrance, there was space for a small business, and that spot would change the lives of an entire family and the canal zone. It all started with Enrique Oller, born in Barcelona in 1885. An only child, he crossed the Atlantic looking for a future further south on the American continent, but he fell in love with Panama and stayed. He sent for his girlfriend, Mercedes, who was still in Barcelona. They got married by proxy, from a distance, and she traveled to join him. Enrique was a versatile and self-taught man. A painter and musician, he played the violin and found his place at the Balboa station. He became the barber for the railroad. In fact, in the original plans for the station, between 1914 and 1915, the barber shop was already drawn inside the building itself. Over the years, he was nicknamed the Barber of the Governors because every governor of the Panama Canal sat in his chair. When the original owner of the newsstand, an editor from the Star and Herald newspaper, decided to sell it, Enrique didn't hesitate. He bought it. And that way, he would have his own trade and his own business in the same place. That's how the Oller newsstand was born. Enrique and Mercedes had 5 children. 2 of them would inherit the stand. Charles, whom everyone called Uncle Charlie, and David, also known as Tony. While they were students at Balboa High School, they helped out after classes. When their parents passed away, the brothers took turns so the stand would never be closed. They sold newspapers, magazines, candy, and soft drinks. Charlie, in addition, built a career at the canal. He retired in 1965 after about 35 years in the motor transportation division. Tony took charge of the stand and he even set up a small radio repair shop. For many kids in the area, stopping by the Oller stand was part of their daily routine. One customer remembered coming in the 70s with 20 cents for a soda and a bag of fried plantains, and how the brothers would let him stay all afternoon reading magazines and comics for free. Year after year, the little stand became an institution. In 1974, when the station was remodeled, it moved to a corner inside the station. In 1991, after 56 years, it closed its doors. The Canal's newspaper, the Spillway, bid it farewell with a feature story, and the brothers let themselves be photographed one last time behind the counter, surrounded by newspapers, Coca-Cola, Fanta, saying goodbye to the place they had run for more than half a century. David summed it up like this: "It looks like I'll be taking a vacation for the first time in 56 years. It's as if they're taking away a part of our lives and also a part of the railroad's history." Charlie left us in 1998, Tony in 2002. But as his farewell said, Tony was everyone's friend and an institution in the canal area. Today, that memory is still alive in the family. A newsstand might seem like a small detail, but for 56 years, the Oller family was a meeting point, a family business, and a little piece of the history of the Panama Railroad. Remembering, it keeps alive the memory of the canal zone and the families who made it what it was. The Balboa Railroad Station is not just a building, it's the stories that were lived there. For more stories like this, find us on social media as PRR History.